All right. Week 13 of the NFL season just happened. So let's start it off with the Thanksgiving games that we had. First off, we had Lions-Bears. The Bears won. Trubisky played decent. I don't know. He's not the answer there. They need to find someone else. Hopefully someone new that, like Cam Newton. Don't think that's going to happen, but that can be a prayer to answer for the Bears, at least. Also, for the Lions, Bo Skirbo and David Blough, they actually didn't look bad. I think that they have a really solid career coming up as backups, but in the NFL, as a backup, especially as a backup running back and a backup QB, those are two very, very important, solid positions to have. If you can play that well, you're really promised decent money. Then we had the Cowboys and Bills. And all we can say is, Jason Garrett, see you later. We all know Jerry Jones said something like, who will be coaching next year for an NFL team? Hopefully that's not for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I don't like Dallas at all. But if you're looking forward to actually selling a team to be America's team and you want it on national TV, Jason Garrett cannot be that coach. He can't win the games that you want him to win. Also, from this game, we had Josh Allen. He looked really, really good. If he can play like that every single game, the Bills are honestly Super Bowl contenders. If he plays like that every single game, he'd probably be in conversation, maybe even over Lamar for MVP if he played like that every single game of the year. Then we have the Falcons and Saints. Really, I didn't really take much from this game. I didn't really watch it, didn't really recap it that much. All I know is Falcons somehow got a bunch of onside kicks, so they can be achieved, just apparently only by the Falcons. Then we had the Redskins and Panthers. This is starting Sunday games, and Washington finally won a game, surprisingly, which is a huge shock. Dwayne Haskins wins another, and I gotta say, the numbers didn't say much, but he actually looked pretty damn good. Like, he hasn't looked as good there, but he actually finally looked pretty good there. And it's good to see progress in a guy you want to be your franchise quarterback, at least for the Washington Redskins. Then we also had the Bengals. They won! Last team to win in the NFL, of course. And let's just say, might be the only win. Maybe they win another. Who knows? They still have the Dolphins, so they might be able to. I think they had the Dolphins, 2 Bills games, and then a Patriots game. So maybe 1 or 2. Probably maybe just 1. Probably none. They want that first pick. They're in Buck for Burrow mode. I don't really know what they're calling it, so I'm just calling it Buck for Burrow. Andy Dalton actually looks like he wanted to be there at least. Maybe he goes on to be the Bears quarterback. That'd be a pretty good matchup there, I actually think so. We also had the Miami Dolphins win too. Fitzmagic does Fitzmagic things. He beats the Eagles. Pretty much put the Eagles out of playoff consideration. Other than, the NFC East is trash. And the Cowboys lost too. So it's pretty much the Eagles-Cowboys game is going to determine who makes it out of the NFC East. And who gets eliminated in the wild card round first. But if you think about it, the 3 worst teams in the NFL all won a game. The Redskins, the Bengals, and the Dolphins. Quite surprisingly. And then we had the Titans and the Colts. As the Titans beat the Colts this past week, and I'm a heartbroken Colts fan. Our season's more than likely over now. There's like a 1% case scenario where we actually make it. I mean, at least the other playoff teams that are potentially to succeed don't have a tough schedule like us. Because we have to play the Saints, the Panthers, the Buccaneers, and then we play the Jaguars again. Those are our four last games. So if we only lose to the Saints, we finish off 9-7, which isn't terrible, really. And if every team pretty much in front of us loses like 3 games, which could happen, then we're in the playoff spot. Or we just gotta win and rest. But I don't see us being in Saints, sadly. So, season more than likely over. I'm a broken Colts fan right now. Then we had the Packers as they beat the Giants. Nothing really special there. Kind of expected. End of story. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers ended the Cleveland Browns season this past Sunday. Well, not really. The Browns still could go 9-7. But pretty much ended Cleveland Browns season this past Sunday. Ducky Hodges. I'm telling you guys, Ducky Hodges is the next Ryan Fitzpatrick. Backup QB, starter QB. He's just going to be roaming around the league for the next 20 years. Like the Harvard graduate we have on the Miami Dolphins, somehow winning games for that team. So, that's that. And then we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they were slaughtering the Jacksonville Jaguars at first. Then they put Gardner Minshew at quarterback, at least the Jags did. I think the Jags probably would have won with Gardner Minshew, if I'm being honest. And Minshew looks like the future here in Jacksonville. Which sucks for me because, another team in the AFC South found their franchise quarterback. As Texans got Deshaun Watson, Jaguars got Gardner Minshew, Titans got someone. I don't know. They'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure they're going to stick with Ryan Tannehill for next year, though, which is a clear sight for Colts fans, at least. But he looks decent. Other than that, but Buccaneers, Jaguars, it was a good game. Anyways, let's move on to game of the week. Ravens against the 49ers. What a game this was. The Ravens actually pulled it out, quite surprisingly, as they had a last-second field goal. It really wasn't an offensive game. They won 20-17 off that last-second field goal. So, if that's the Super Bowl right there, I'm down to watch that. Then we had the LA Rams. They absolutely dominated the Cardinals. It was a good comeback story for the Rams, at least. And still, though, just because of the conference they're in, it's just they ain't gonna make it to the playoffs. Sadly, they seem like they could light a spark at any time, really, but doing that every once in a while ain't gonna help your team. Then Drew Lock finally gets his first career win over the Chargers. His first career start too, actually, and let's just say that's pretty impressive for rookie quarterback, at least. But we gotta wait a week or two, or a couple years to decide how he's actually going to be in the NFL before we jump to conclusions there. Then the Kansas City Chiefs dominated the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders honestly look like they're on a downfall. 2 weeks in a row, Jets and Chiefs. I don't see them making the playoffs. So, Kansas City looked really, really good, though, coming back from that bye week. Patrick Mahomes looked doing Mahomes thing, Mahomes magic out there, just doing his thing pretty much. Texans then beat the New England Patriots. Tom Brady frustrated. Something's wrong with that Patriots team. And that makes me a happy Colts fan, because nobody likes the Patriots except for the Patriots. And then we have the Seahawks as they beat the Minnesota Vikings. And what a game this was, as it really just went back and forth too. Seattle kind of controlled it, but Minnesota still had a chance to win it at the end. It was a fun game to watch. I hope this game actually ends up in the NFC, at least the divisional round would be nice, because I think the Vikings are better than the Packers, which you're going to hear soon, as it's time to rank the teams. We'll start off with 32, which of course is still the Bengals. Don't see that changing. 31 is the Redskins. 30 is Miami Dolphins. 29 is New York Giants. 28 is Detroit Lions. 27 is Jacksonville Jaguars. 26 is the New York Jets. 25 is Denver Broncos. 24 is the Arizona Cardinals. My number 23 is the Atlanta Falcons. My number 22 is LA Chargers. Number 21 is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 20 is Chicago Bears. Number 19 is Carolina Panthers. Number 18 is the Cleveland Browns. Number 17 is the Oakland Raiders. Number 16 is the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 15 is the Indianapolis Colts. I honestly put the Colts over the Eagles just because they both lost to the Dolphins, but one of them was with a backup quarterback. That's the only reason why. Then we had number 14 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 13 is the Tennessee Titans. Number 12 is the Dallas Cowboys. Number 11 is the LA Rams. Number 10 is the Buffalo Bills. Number 9 is the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 8 is New England Patriots. Number 7 is the Houston Texans. Number 6 the Green Bay Packers. Number 5 is Minnesota Vikings. Number 4 is New Orleans Saints. Number 3, Seattle Seahawks. Number 2, San Francisco 49ers. And, of course, the number 1 team is still the Baltimore Ravens. So that was the Week 13 NFL recap for you guys and my team's rankings for this week. So what do you guys think? Got any other recaps for me? I want to hear those down below. Also, if you agree or disagree with my rankings, tell me why down below. I want to know why or why not. Also, if you have another suggestion for another sports video, I'd like to hear that down below. I may end up doing that in a future video. Of course, thanks for watching. Make sure to click those links down there. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And just make sure to keep the sports bleed flowing throughout the day.